estate investing for at least 4 or 5 years now, close to 5 years. Um, it around when I was 24 years old, I decided to quit my 9 to 5 job, and I jumped into the realm of construction management. And just because I really wanted to understand how the world works, and I knew that salary wasn't the only way to get paid in life. And so I went into the construction management and I started learning a lot about renovations, by which I was invited to the seminar called Rules of Renovations. And that seminar essentially had opened my eyes on how wholesaling worked. And I was like, what is this new world of real estate that I didn't know about? And I was super excited about it. And at the time, their coaching program were around $60,000 USD. I am a Canadian, by the way. So I was like, that's a little ridiculous and out of pocket for me at a 24-year-old as well. So I ended up seeing how wholesaling could navigate within the existing construction business, which was applicable because some homeowners did not want to do construction because they were on the way out. Meaning, like, I was able to find off-market deals and understand that there was that potential for wholesaling because they were directly right in front of me. And so essentially what I ended up doing is I ended up finding a property that was distressed up in Northern Ontario for about 230,000. We put in 100K worth of work and we exited about at 550. Because the exit was so strong, over $250,000 worth of capital gains, we ended up, I ended up gaining a lot of traction from a lot of different investors. So we started buying other little small houses here and there. But the big part of my portfolio was when I moved to multifamilies and I started acquiring my first triplex for 230, my sixplex for 250, and then we bought another 9 unit after that. And we just kept going. Like, we just, for whatever reason, I thought it was fun to buy that much real estate. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, and honestly, it's because of the paradigm of what I understood, that buying real estate was some form of success. Because and this is when I didn't understand mindset the way I do now. And if I had, I'd be a lot further than where I am. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because I was doing a lot of things much harder than I was supposed to. And things have gotten easier ever since I started working on the right things. So I built my real estate portfolio to this ridiculous thing that I'm now currently managing. And around December 2023, I had realized that I was essentially doing something that other people considered success, but it wasn't something that I considered success in my life. Because when he had asked me, what is it that you consider success? There was no picture of real estate. I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, there was no vision of real estate. And that was when I realized that I was doing something that I didn't define success. I was doing something because it made money. And in my head, I'm like, I can make money everywhere. I can make money anywhere. It's not the process of making money that should dictate the outcome of our lives, but it's because of what we truly want for ourselves and how we want to live, what's a purpose of living. And so I went into this months long journey and adventure of learning who I am, which was the most amazing thing I've ever done. And what I mean by that is truly understanding what I had intended for what my future was supposed to look like. So I studied mindset. I hired a mentor. That mentor guided me to a lot of profound experiences for myself that actually I had attracted more money than I had ever done when I was doing real estate. How could I even get to the point of understanding what was my purpose and like, what is my purpose in life? How is it in alignment to what I'm doing? And the fact that when I tell you I am attracting the people that I need to attract to do what I need to do and make me the most effective that I can be at all aspects of life, including happiness, health, and wealth. I haven't gotten sick in months. I haven't gotten any pain because your physical condition, is your body telling you you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing and you're slowing yourself down. You need to listen to your body. Your body is the biggest indicator of your intuition, and your intuition is what will lead you to the path of least resistance for you to accomplish what you need to accomplish, so that money and good experience are a byproduct of who you're becoming. And so that is what I'm passionate about the most. I actually talk about why is it that some people struggle more than others. And it's really like a very very basic simple of understanding how your mindset works, and the fact that your paradigm, and paradigm is such an abstract word, but a paradigm is essentially your pre-programmed conditioning since you were a child, since you were born. When you were young, your subconscious was wide open for programming of everybody else's ideas, thought, belief patterns, and even languages. And so what happens is, and this is the problem, those people that are directly influencing you when you were young were also influenced when they were young as well, and they didn't even know it. So are the ideas that you harness about yourself and how you view money and how you view life really yours? They're not. They're subconscious programming of everybody else. And once you think about that, you are harnessing an idea your entire life, that ideas weren't very good anyway. And so the problem with that is that it controls your output. It controls the ability for you to do something with the information that you've received. You see, the problem is not knowledge. The problem is the paradigm. You can have and learn as much as you can. You can give a child born from a rich family $1 million. You can give a child born from a poor family $1 million, and the outcome will be different. Why? Because of the paradigm of how they believe the world works. The paradigm is the key indicator as to why you are living the way you're living and why you're experiencing life the way you're experiencing. And the problem with that is that that's everybody else's idea. When you understand how to unlearn everybody else's idea and know that your life is supposed to be in creation of your idea, that's when life begins. I am really awakening you guys for this truest journey of what it means to actually create your own life and design it. What it means is that everything that you're experiencing up to your point in life, you have created for yourself, and you can't disregard that, and you can't not agree with me, because every outcome that you are experiencing are choices that you've made. So if you just made you better choices based on what it is that you want as a specific outcome for your life, imagine how much life would be beautiful for you. If you believe that mindset is everything and it will trump any knowledge that ever existed here, 95% mindset, 5% success. If you truly believe that that's what it is, your results are the perfect receipt of your belief and understanding that. Your results are three components: your happiness, your health, and your wealth. If you truly believe that mindset is the only thing that can make you not just survive but thrive in the environment that we're living in, look at again your results. Write it down on a piece of paper, and I hope you guys reflect on your happiness level, your health level, and your wealth, because if none of that is where you're supposed to be, it means you're carrying burdens that are not yours. You're carrying baggage that's not yours. Your life and your journey should be the lightest road. You should be floating every day. I feel like I'm floating every day. Like I can talk about this. This is why I didn't care for the presentation, because I'm like, just so, this is me, this is in my blood, because I believe this wholeheartedly, that if you just let go of the burdens that you're carrying and you understand that those were burdens that was put onto you, that was subconsciously programmed onto you, you'll realize how easy it is to move through the ether of everything that exists around you, and you'll be so surprised and profound of the outcome that you will experience. I'm telling you, whatever you guys pick up in the external world as a hobby or as a form of income, again, if it is not in alignment with your journey, there will be signs. There will be many signs. You do not ignore those signs, because that is being told to you, you are going the wrong way. You are going the wrong way. We need to stop resisting. Otherwise, it's going to get worse. There will be other synchronicities that will demonstrate itself that you are not in the right direction. You're not making the right decisions. There are something that it is for you that you have not done or have awakened to. And so that's something that you need to start thinking about. Because the life that you're living right now are expectations and reality of everybody else. It is not your idea. Your idea of how to make money is still even expectations of everybody. Money is a byproduct of what it looks like when you proceed with your passion. When you find that purpose, money is a byproduct. I met a couple who wanted to start a nonprofit organization. They didn't know what was going to happen. They threw their hands up in the air and they say, I am going to Puerto Rico and make sure I help organizations there feed their families because we can bring somehow help because they believe in what I believe, which honestly, I don't even know how we even got connected, but not I don't know, I do know it's about alignment, it's about energy, it's about synchronicity with meeting the right people. They have raised a lot of money from donors for their nonprofit organization. Why? They Because they followed a purpose. We get distracted of what money can do and money this, money that, that we lose track of the actual purpose of our life, which is not the money. It is you performing at your absolute best at whatever it is that you are God given to do. And you still even have to find that out because up until this call, you haven't been thinking of that. That is the only work that needs to get done. I promise you this. Because once you work on that, everything comes, everything in the high degree of happiness. I can literally, I wake up every morning like I'm catching a flight, but I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm up like that. Like I can't wait. I cannot wait to start a day. And because I know that there's like, I'm like, wow, there's so many things that I can do because I can't, because I did everything I did unconsciously. I am now conscious. I'm like, holy crap, I could do more. That's crazy. That's insane. Not, but that's life. That's what life is. We get so like, these are the things that I need to do. Here's a terrifying thing when we're attached to the external world. When something external also happens to us, we lose ourselves. You can't lose yourself. You are the only one running the ship. It's only between you and yourself. You are the only one in control. What are you doing? You can't lose yourself.
That's right.
It's all up to you. There's nobody else to blame for your decision. There's nobody else to don't think that don't create a catalyst or an external environment in your life for you to make a change when you can just make that decision on your own. Don't wait for a sickness. Don't wait for an external pressure for you to reflect and be like, how valuable is life and the life that you've been given and the journey that you have. This is the only study. I promise you. I promise you. I would throw away any knowledge I ever have, like with what I've learned so far, just in exchange to this, because from where I was, like literally skipping that whole 4 years within real estate to like building the fund. And now I'm attracting the people. Like last night, I just met someone who says, I have a resort in Mexico. I will give you a stage, girl. Preach. Right? Like I'm over the moon because I'm stepping out with my passion and I know what I'm doing just creates that ripple effect in the ocean. Because we have to stop at some point, we have to stop fighting. You have to. You are one with everything. The way the world works is harmonious. Why are we going like, I don't like it? Just let it go. Enjoy. Go with the flow. Once you realize that you have the power of the ocean, you will move with it. Don't be a byproduct of everybody else's decision. You make the decision. You make your story. You make your life. I wrote this down where last night I said you write your own story. What let me see. I would just want to make sure that you guys get this picture because to me it's freaking, are you a victim that makes mistakes or are you a hero that's learning to become its greatest form? What kind of story are you telling about yourself? Are you someone that says, oh, I did this and this woman took $20 from me. I can't believe she did that. Are you telling stories of you being a victim? Are you telling stories of you being somebody? That's important because you are. And we have to recognize that in order for us to truly know and understand about the world, we have to know about ourselves. And this is the only study. This is the only thing that I turn my phone off outside these calls. I promise you, I'm just studying my mind. Either that or I'm in imagination creation mode. I don't think of anything than that. And it's such a beautiful way to live because I carry no burden. Like I'm healthy. I got to experience so much and I couldn't even be more grateful. And this is an exact science. This is when you understand the exact science of what it looks like to energetically connect with your desires, everything comes perpetually. You don't need to know everything within legals for you to do something. So to sit down and like to do these things, sure, you can, those are activities. But if you find the right people, when you learn to sharpen these higher faculties, that because you're so focused on yourself, because you're studying yourself, you're sharpening your skills, your intuition. You can raise capital for 30 million, but that's very easy. But you can also find a power team, Fong, and that's very easy, but no one can teach you to have the intuition to not lose that 30 million.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking absolute facts. That the only way you will be able to succeed is if you study the main driver, the control, which is you. That is the only form of study that needs to be done. And when I need to engage, I know exactly who to call to get something done. But for me, the only engagement is this, my attachment to myself. This is me. This is my calling.
Like,
Uh-huh.
because you introduced this to me months ago, and by all like trade, I'm a trader. So it actually did help, like just journaling, trying to shift my mindset. It does work. When I came across it with Eve, I was a bit skeptical, but it actually does work.
Yeah, because it's hard, but it's hard because it's hard to see, to look within you, right? Like it's like why I'm fine. If you're fine, again, look at your results. Happiness, health, and wealth. Okay? Happiness. Happiness. How happy are you in all your aspects of your relationships? Like be honest with yourself. Your health, back pains, like a little sore like that, that's a sign. That's a sign. Your body's like, girl, don't go that way. Girl, don't do that. Girl, don't even think to go that way. And fevers, fong, fevers. These are big signs.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I got pretty sick the other
You
last week.
you know what? You need to start reflecting what happened.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. That's your body telling you. Your body speaks to you guys. It does. And it controls everything. Any natural diseases or anything like that. I don't know if you guys know, I can go into it like an entirely different lecture, but there's this man who studied epigenetics, and his name is Bruce Lipton. And he said that consciousness creates your health outcome. So what happens is that we are all born with a specific genetic blueprint, but the only point of activation is stressor on the external environment that removes a layer of that DNA where it's ready, where the environment can penetrate through and activate those specific genes. So that's like a study called epigenetics, and Bruce Lipton has like lots of thousands of hours of materials on YouTube if you guys are ever curious, and he has books in learning that, so that it's even ever more important to understand your environment, because like I said, health, right? And your wealth, it comes in many forms, even how you view wealth.
Yeah.
How you view wealth, if you are in a mindset of this is only I have, this is the only thing I can do, or you know what I mean, those are even within limitations, that's your results. Like you need to study mindset, because the only person you've got is you. You know, it's funny, I was talking to someone recently about this thought process that I have. You know how airplanes, there's you can imagine that there's one person specifically hired for the safety, okay? And all they have to do is sit down and think, how do we save ourselves in case of emergency? That's someone's job, completely independent. They had to remove all other assignments in their life and only think about that. And they wrote, when the oxygen mask comes down, You put it on yourself first before others. You have to put yourself first. You have to think about this. You have to think for yourself the first thing in the morning. You have to think about having a good day. You have to think about what experience you're going to have. You have to think about how good health you're going to have throughout the day, how good your encounters are going to be. You have to think for you to create that experience. That should be day one, first thing in the morning, experience habitual training as much as brushing your teeth. Because you are creating your life. And if that's not the priority, then that is why your reality is the way it's happening. Because whatever it is that you do that is habitual in between has controlled you to where you are. I love you.